Hey all, so this is the very first problem in our series of blind 75 questions. Let's try to understand this problem statement. It's a two sum. Basically, we will be given one integer array nums and a target, and we need to return the indices of two numbers such that they add up to the target 9. So let me explain you here. So if our input is of something like this 2, 7, 11, 5, and let's assume our target given is 9. So we need to find the two elements or else two values whose sum can be equal to the target. So here we can see 2 plus 7 which is equal to the 9. So at what index it is? 0th index. Then it is first index. Then you need to return 0 comma 1. I think we can return even 1 comma 0. Yeah, you can return in any order. So that's all the problem statement. Let's try to see how we can solve this problem. 2, 7, 11, 15, right? So I'm taking the same example, 2, 7, 11, 15, and where the target is equal to the 9. So one of the Navi approach is using big of n square time complexity. Why I'm saying? So for every ith element, we iterate to all the jth elements. I mean to say, so for every 2, okay, we take 7 into the consideration. We check whether 2 plus 7 equal to 9. In this case, it's 9. Okay. If it is not, then we go to next element, that is 11. We check is 2 plus 11 equal to 9. No. Then we go to 15. We check if 2 plus 15 is 9. No. Like this, for every element, we keep on checking. Okay, so that's the reason like it's a big of n square, because where you this is your outer loop and these checks are your inner loop, I mean to say single loop. So that's the reason it's big of n square time complexity. So is there any way through which we can, what I can say, optimize this particular problem? Yes, using the hash map. So what we are going to do here is, so just try to understand if you have a 2, okay, and if you know target, so target minus 2 equal to 7, right? So if this element is something already visited, okay, visited, then you got your answer, right? I mean to say, let's take a hash map like this. I'm just simulating here. So initially I'm at 2, right? So I check is t minus 2, that is nothing but target, that is 9 minus 2, 7 is exist in the hash map. No, initially hash map is empty. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert 2, then I'm going to next element 7 is target minus 7, this time it's 7, right? 7 equal to 2. Is 2 exist in the hash map? Yes, 2 is already visited, right? So then you got an answer. So you here when you are inserting, just you can, as we know, hash map is a key value pair, so the value can be the index. Okay, so as soon as you found a element which can satisfy you to derive your target, then you can return either 1 comma 0 or else 0 comma 1. So essentially what we are doing is we are inserting the visited value into our hash map until we find a pair. If not, at the end we return minus 1 comma minus 1. I think that is what they are asking about, to return minus 1 and minus 1. Okay, sorry, they are saying exactly one solution it's going to be. In that case, no, minus 1 minus 1. So that's all with this. So what is the time and space complexity? So the time complexity is going to be the big of n. It's not big of n square because you are going to iterate through this. But the space complexity also going to be big of n, assuming there is what I can say, one pair where the first index, 0th index, and last n minus 1 are the actual values. Then you keep on inserting all this till you come to this position, right? So that's a bit drawback, but yeah, that's all for this explanation. Let's go and submit. So actually I just submitted these two approaches. So I'm just taking my previous code in order to save some time here. If you carefully observe, indices 2, 2, and then ij, this is big of n square time complexity. Okay, so I'm submitting here. Yep, it got submitted. Then I'm going to take the hash map one. So here it is. I'm submitting this. Yeah, it got submitted. So that's all for this video. So as we solved our very first problem in this series, I'm making it as done. Now we progressed a bit. That's all for this video. I will upload very soon the next problem solution. Till then, bye bye. Take care.